Hi, welcome to the Slinca video. This is a curious design made up of 4 individual plats that come together and make this round motif. You can put a bead or a sequin in the middle. It is based mostly on turning stitch, so it is a tension practice for you. So I've got 2 plats coming in from the top. I'll put those to one side at the moment, and I'm just working this section here. These are the outer and inner rings. There are only 4 pins in this whole thing to actually hang your tension on, so that's what you're concentrating on. So I'm just doing this cross and going back out through that to basically copy this shape and pattern. I'm using very thick crochet thread, so I am having to tug them a bit to get them into place. In ordinary cotton on a flat pillow, this works much better. I'll come down and I'll put these 2 twists on and then do the cross with no twists at the end. So that's my separation. The pink is the outer row, the purple is the inner row, and in between, at every point, if anything comes through from one to the other, it has 2 twists on to keep the 2 colours separated. That's what you've got to remember. And there are no twists on the inner line. Okay, so we've got this first bit done. I'm going to bring in a plat. That's this blue one. Now this blue one comes straight through this first colour. We can put those to one side, that's the other side. So I'll bring this through. This is the 2 twists in between, and then through and no twists there. The next one, bring it through, 2 twists in between the 2 edge rows, and then bring it through. And that way we've got, see, there's no pins to tension against, so it is very up to you to try and keep your own tensions. Right, so we've come through here. We're happy there. We've got 2 pairs through the 2 rows. Okay, duplicate it on the other side. That's everybody through. The plats on the inside are untwisted. The plats on the outside are also untwisted at the moment, apart from the top one, which has a single twist. So put a single twist on the outside. The inside one is fine, put that to one side. We're now playing with these. And we're going to do this section of 3 turning stitches. So I'll start with the centre one, coming in and in, 1 from each side in the middle, and you make a cross twist, cross twist, cross. The pairs come into this stitch without a twist, they come out of this stitch without a twist. So cross, twist, cross, twist, cross. That is a turning stitch. And another one, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross. As I like to call it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is your 2 pairs still going the right way. We've got a pair of solid colours and a pair of mixed colours now, so one has come from this side and cross. That is correct. Now we want, from the edge one, we want the outer one to go out round a pin. So we'll just take this one, which is the outside one, and put it round a pin. So I need to go through the first row untwisted, put my 2 divider twists on, cross stitch through, just go around that pin up there, and back through. Twist, twist, put my separator stitch on the outside, and it actually comes back through and goes into a turning stitch. So that's my 2 outside rows done with a double twist in between. I'm going to leave it at that point, go and repeat the operation on this side, using the outer pair, and just have a little tension up in general of all these, because the crochet threads do like to spring back into place. So I'm going to take the outside one, go through the no twist pair, give it the 2 twists, cross stitch, go around the pin, get a little tension, and then back through, give the outer one its twist, put your 2 divider twists on, keep separating the 2 outer rings through there with no twists, and we're now back to the pairs again in the middle. So the pair that's come in from this is going into a turning stitch with the one that was left behind. So this has come back in, this is the one that was left behind, so it wants a turning stitch. So cross, twist, cross, twist, cross. Again ending with no twists on. A little bit of tension. Same on the other side. Cross, twist, cross, twist, cross. Bit of tension. So we're now back in the same position as here. We've now done these 2. The next thing is to sweep one back out, the outside one back out around the pin. So through the first row with no twists, put the divider twists on, go through the outside, around the pin, back through, put the twist on the outer rim and the 2 divider twists on there before I go through the other one with no twists, and then back next to its partner. The same on the other side, take the outer one through the first row with no twist, put the 2 divider twists on, go through the outer row, put the pin, go back through, put a twist on the outer, 2 separating twists on the inner, back through the no twist row, and we're back now with the 2 outers and the 2 middles again. So we come in, and the first thing that we have to do is to do 2 turning, this is like a mirror image. We're going to do the 2 turning stitches and a joint turning stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same on this side, cross, twist, cross, twist, cross. Again, no twist when you finish, you know you've done it right if there's no twist. And a centre one, cross, twist, cross, and tension that up. You can see your circle beginning to form. You've still, and your pairs have now gone back to their own places. You've still got green on one side as you started and blue on the other side as you started, even though one pair combined in the middle. Just gives a bit more length there. Now we've got both the outside pins, we've got all these done, and all that remains now is to take the plats out. So this plat can go out first. Just tension that up a little bit. As you can see, the one that's already in swings around and goes up, followed by this one, and the tensioning is all done in this section here. So I'll take the first one through, no twist on the first, twist, twist, through the outer, that's outside, take the second one through, no twists on the first row, 2 twists, the divider twists, through the outer, and then still putting your twist on the outer one. So that's that plat now taken care of. That is now going back to being a plat. So I'll just leave it there before I tension it all up. Let's get them all done first. So this one comes out through the first row with no twist, put the separator twist on, and then through the outer row, putting, well, you don't need to put the 2 twists on because it's going straight into a plat. So bring the next one across, and it's 2 separator twists through the outer, and then this becomes a plat on this side. This is back to being a plat. So now you have the 2 matching plat pairs on the outside, and you're back to having your 4 rings on the inside. So I'll just hook those up out of the way. And we've got these rings to do. Right, so the rings, as you can see here, the middle 2 cross, and then have the 2 twists on. Right, that's your tension, and at this point you can make sure that your plats are tensioned before you pull them, before you actually plat them, to make sure that that's all gathered up. This inner pair has got the most tension on because that dictates the size of the hole on the inside. You've also got to consider that if you've got a bead in the middle, that the bead is pulled nicely, and that or you haven't distorted a sequin. So there we go. So we've done that plat and 2 twists there. These 2 twists are because it's separating again, the inner from the outer, even though this pair is coming through. So you do need your 2 twists there. Go out through your outer, so we've come out through the outer now, and then the centre pair, want to have a twist on each, cross, twist on each, tension that cross up, tension everything, and these 2 become their own pairs again, ready to go down to the next slinker. These are quite close together pairs. If it's a long gap in between, you can put some braids with picots in, like I have on this. I've separated them. You can just see there with the red and the green. And for these become their own plat as they started at the top. Even using this thick thread and using a huge big pattern, it still hasn't quite separated the 2 slinkers. You can get rather a delightful gap in between. Obviously if I'd made it a lot bigger, maybe that gap would have shown better, but it tells you these turning stitches are, instead of doing a joint at a pin, so you don't get pinholes on the inside, you get the smooth round on the inside. The twists in here divide the first one from the second one, first colour from the second colour, and you end up with your 8 pairs. Okay, let's see if we can zoom into that. You can see the colourways. You can see the pink on the outside ring, the purple is the inner ring, the blue and green coming in, blue and green mixing, and blue and green going out at the other side. Okay, and that was the slinker.